Well, hello there, boys and girls. Are you ready for the knockouts? We are in the first round of knockout. Brazil is playing South Korea. Let's get ready to roll. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do it right now, because we will produce content for Football Manager throughout the year. We will have a full cycle of FM23 on this channel. We are starting with the World Cup, and then we will get through into it with a lot of club saves. First, we have one on Twitch that you can follow, Toros de Pamplona, a very nice create a club save, but we will have many others with a lot of creative ideas and a little bit of history and geography in the making. For this episode we will go a little bit deeper into the Brazilian Campeonato Brasileiro Serie A. I know the rules are not very clear and it's a little bit difficult when someone starts a save in Brazil or in South America in general, and they are seeing all of these matches, all of these competitions, and it's a bit difficult to understand. So the rules are as following. You have 20 teams, 4 of them are relegated, 4 of them are promoting from the Campeonato Brasileiro Serie B, who has also 20 teams. So if you want, rules so far are exactly as they are in the English Premier League. You have 20 teams, they play 38 games, and then a lot of them are going to the continental competitions. Now, in South America there are 2 continental competitions, Copa Libertadores and Copa Sudamericana. If we look here, the prize money goes down to the, I think, 16th place or something like this. So unless you are relegated to Serie B, then you for sure get a certain amount of money. According to these rules here, the first 4 teams are going to the group stage of the Libertadores. The other 2 teams, numbers 5 and 6, are going to the second qualifying round. Then there are also another 8 teams, 6 teams going to the group stage of the Sudamericana. 13 teams out of 20 are going to the continental competitions. What are the actual rules? Why is one club playing so many games? If we are going to the Flamengo club, which we have analyzed, or we went a little bit deeper into their history in the last episode, we see that they are playing 2 types or 3 types of competitions, let's say. First one, at the beginning of the year, from roughly January to April, it's the state championship. In their case, it's Cariocao Serie A, which is the championship of the Rio de Janeiro area, let's say, state of Rio. Of course, there are others. There is Paulista, who is the one for the state of Sao Paulo, and the teams that are near Sao Paulo. If we are going to Sao Paulo FC, we see that they are in Paulistao Sicredi Serie A. After this, somewhere around April, both the Copa Libertadores and the Brasileirão Championship are starting. And from April to virtually the end of the year, where you are playing in both the National Championship and the Copa Libertadores. So 38 games in the National Championship. If you are in the group stages of a continental competition, you are playing at least 6 games there, so that goes to 44. Then from this you need to add the games in your state championship, which can be 10, 11, 12 or up to 15, 16 depending on the championship. So roughly 54, 55 games minimum.
It's a fucking lot. That's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, it could be a lot worse, right, guys? I mean, it could be a lot worse.
This means that you need to have a very large squad. But there's a catch here, because there are also rules regarding the match squad. You can have as many players as you want from a foreign country in your squad overall. So they need to be your players, they need to have a contract with you, with your club. A minimum squad size of 25, a maximum squad size of 50. Now, the rule here is on the match squad. You need to register a maximum of 5 foreign players, and now this is the catch, because foreign players are also South American players that are from other nations. Yeah, so foreign means real foreign players. If you have Argentinians, if you have Colombians or Ecuadorian players, it doesn't matter, they are foreign as long as they don't have Brazilian citizenship. I hope this was useful for all the FM players. Now let's get into the game. We are to play South Korea in the knockout rounds of the FIFA World Cup. Okay, going to the game, we need to surprise the South Koreans in some way, and for this we will try to put a little bit of different team from the previous match. First on, we will need a very tough striker there that can fight with everyone, and that will be Pedro. And Pedro will play a role of complete striker support, so he will drop back sometimes to get the ball from our midfield. Well, the midfield needs to be very tough there, and I will put Casemiro for Bruno Guimaraes, and they will both going to be defensive midfielders. Fabinho will be defensive midfielder support, while Casemiro will be a ball winning midfielder defend. Next to them we will need to have a very good box-to-box midfielder, and for this I will bring in Fred. Fred will not be he will be a normal box-to-box midfielder, not a playmaker or anything like this. Neymar will continue to play as an inverted winger, while on the left side we will bring in back Vinicius, but he will be also an inverted winger support, so the team will be much more fluid than normally. Of course, bringing in Thiago Silva back here in the starting 11, we will also start with a balanced mentality, and while we will try to press, we will trigger press only standard. So based on the mentality, this means that press will be standardly, normally, balancedly triggered, but with a higher line of engagement here, because anyway we have these two players in the middle of the pitch, Fabinho and Casemiro, dropping back and helping the defense a lot. Now, of course, if things are going to evolve in a good way and I will feel that the game is going in the right direction, I will try to push the team to go more offensive. South Korea should be a more difficult opposition compared to the ones that we had so far, certainly more difficult than Serbia or Cameroon.
Yes. What? You don't say. You don't say. You don't say.
So we expect nothing but a win from this. Ideally should be an easy win that we are able to pull in the 90 minutes, so without any extra time or penalties involved. As you can see, South Korea are playing a 4-2-3-1. They will like to have a lot of the ball, and they will probably press much more than with what we are used to from the previous matches. Now, Eder Militao with a short pass to Casemiro. Now Danilo to Neymar. Neymar cuts back inside, pass back to Casemiro. Now Eder Militao to Neymar. Pedro. Casemiro with a ball there, and it's Fabinho. Fabinho, good tackle, and now Vini on the rebound. The ball is still in, but they managed to make a clearance there. Now it's Thiago Silva. So Fabinho's insistence there was very useful. As you can see, Fabinho likes to go forward, even if we put him as a ball-winning midfielder on defense or a defensive midfielder on support. He likes to go forward and tackle and insist there on the ball. Now Neymar doesn't manage to make a first touch there. The ball bounces out. Now Son. Son is on the left side, and he will be against Danilo. Danilo didn't have a great game against Cameroon. Now Young, but Alisson, it's there, picks up the loose ball, but he managed a very good intervention. So they had their first chance coming from the left side with a cross. So later today, actually, it's the Spain-Croatia game. Park Seung-ho, Kang Hyun-kun, Park again, Lee Jin-sung for Kang, and now Son with a header. But Alisson is there. I think we may be playing a little bit too deep. Now they have Park Seung-ho, a free kick. Alisson again on the spot there, but they have 3 shots on target already, and we need to kind of make sure that this doesn't become a habit. A corner there. We are winning it. Son for the rebound, but the ball is out of play. And South Korea had a throw-in. Now they are still on the ball there. Lee Jin-sung with a long ball, and Thiago Silva just heads it towards Alisson. Alisson pulls the ball down, and now Thiago Silva. Fabinho for Alexandro. Now Fred. Casemiro. Neymar comes inside. Now Danilo with a long ball for Pedro. Pedro is alone there. Oh, but Kim Dae-chul with a good, very good chance there for Pedro, but the stop from the keeper was also very good. Now Neymar with the corner. Comes in across. Thiago Silva with the header. No, it was Vinicius. But it's a goal kick. Just a goal kick. I think we are not doing half bad. They have another corner. Im-bum. Hwang Im-bum for Lee, but we are winning the header there. And now it's Son outside the box with a pass to Im-bum. Another cross, and it's Lee there all alone. Lee, a shot, but it's blocked. And no, it's actually a goal kick. It was blocked by one of the South Koreans. So in the end, it seems that we had a lot of the possession. They didn't play incredibly well, but we weren't able to take our chances to really create clear-cut chances. They had a lot of corners, a lot of crosses. I don't think that they are necessarily taller or that they are winning the headers, but I think that they really insisted on the wide sides and they managed to get in these crosses. Now Fabinho with a bad pass. We are pressing still. Lee Jin-sung with a long ball. Thiago Silva wins the header, and now it's Son. Son changes to the right side. Kang. Paik Seung-ho. Fabinho, good pressing, and now a long ball to Son. Son can shoot. Oh, hits the bar. Son, what a shot from inside of the box there. And the first half ends with a great chance for South Korea. So in order for us to have a greater chance, I decided to make one substitution, brought in Marquinhos for Thiago Silva, and put Fabinho on a more, let's say, offensive role as a carriero. Also, we decided to play asymmetrical. Oh, what a pass from Vini, and Pedro with a chip. And we score just 25 seconds after the halftime. This is what we are talking about. The changes in Vini and Pedro's roles were, I think, essential here, because Vini, from an inverted winger, is now an inside forward support, while Pedro is an advanced forward from a complete forward support. So he manages to go there deep on the center of the pitch, but very deep between the two center backs, because we see that they are playing quite wide also in the defense. So there was some space there for Pedro to go in. Now we are making some pressing here, and they want to start play from the back. But we have a lot of players there making the pressing. Now Vini on the left side with a pass for Fabinho. Fabinho for Fred. Fred! Oh, Fred. He used to have a good shot, but not this time. And we are still 1-0 ahead of South Korea through that very good goal of Pedro. Now, Son. Paik Seung-ho. He has some space. Paik Seung-ho advances with a shot, but he's just behind. And now Son, it's substituted, so we don't have to worry about him. It's Chico Kim coming in for him on the left winger position. Marquinhos. Eder Militao. Fred, Casemiro, Neymar. We're playing close to a diamond. Danilo for Neymar. Neymar a back pass, and Fabinho with a shot. Yeah, we didn't manage to get our shots very, very well on target. Both Fred, who had a very poor shot earlier, and Fabinho had not triggered their weapons well. Now Fred, and you have Vinicius near to you, and Fred back pass to Casemiro. Casemiro has a lot of time on the ball, and a pass now to Neymar. Neymar a long ball, and Pedro is there with a header, but just above. And it's Hwang Ui-jo coming in, and they are switching to a 4-4-2, which, oh, now a pass to Neymar. The 4-4-2 is going to put some pressure on our defense, especially on the wide sides. Now a long pass to Young. Young with a shot. Oh, very close. Very close. So I decided to do two small changes. Brought in Bruno Guimaraes for Fabinho, who was playing very well, but he was very tired, and brought in Dani Alves for Danilo on the right back position. The changes are not in effect yet, but these are the changes that will be done at the next stop of the game. Now Fred with a long pass for Vini. Excellent Vini. Vini now. Just him and the keeper, and Vini scores. What a pass from Fred, and what a position from Vini. Very good positioning. This is what I like in the players, to have a very good off the ball positioning. When you are making the good runs, then the passes will come. Even from players like Fred, that a lot of football fans are not rating high. He can pull a pass if Vini is making the run. If Vini is there, someone like Fred can make the pass for sure. We have Casemiro, we have Fabinho, Bruno Guimaraes, players that can pull a pass. Now Neymar changes for Vini. Vini fights there for the ball. And now again Vinicius. Oh, what a dribbling. Oh, very good dribbling there, but then his shot was not as high standard as the dribblings. Now South Korea, they are passing on their defense. We are still pressing. We know that we have enough people in the defense so that we can press. And you see this kind of pass, very good. Hee-chan with a cross, but it's Alexandro there. Very good position from Alexandro. Now Vini loses the ball. Imbem wins it. We are still pressing. Pressing and having a lot. What a pass now from Neymar to Pedro. Pedro goes around the keeper and scores. Pedro scores his third goal. I think his third, if not more. But Pedro scores. I think his fourth goal, because he scored also against Serbia. So he scored. No, his third goal, because he scored only one time here against South Korea. And he scored one time also against Cameroon. No, 2 goals here. We are going through to the quarterfinals after a 3-0 win against South Korea in a match that at halftime looked much more difficult, but the changes that we did tactically and in personnel were very, very good. We switched to a diamond from a 4-3-3. As you can see here, we're in a diamond with Neymar playing very good here in the number 10 position as a shadow striker, and Vinicius moved from an inverted winger to an inside forward support, while Pedro, of course, much better as an advanced forward compared to a complete forward support. Also, our back four played very, very good, especially Eder Militao, also Alexandro, but I didn't see many mistakes in Danilo and Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva got a yellow card and he will probably miss the next game, but overall, I think that squad played very well considering the difficulty of the game. We see here the XG total is 313 to 0.5, and at the break I think we were somewhere below 1 or something like this. So we are on course, ladies and gentlemen. We managed to go to the quarterfinals. You will find out which is the team that we will play against in the quarterfinals on 7th of December. So on Wednesday there will be the next episode of the series Forever Champions with Brazil. See you next time.